Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This is like the last episode of the month as far as the Hispanic Heritage thing goes. We ended off with Frida Kahlo. I actually thought I had did something about, with her. Inspirational. And that's before I even knew the history. I even talk about it on the joint. Before I knew the history, I just was like, yo, this chick drew herself. This is wild. I used to try to do that too. I used to be like, yo, I could do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even do that looking at a picture. I knew how to draw Transformers. I knew how to draw sneakers. I knew how to draw comic book characters. Then I started getting into the portrait, the portrait stuff. I started getting into the portrait stuff through magazines, whatever hip-hop magazines or R&B magazines or model magazines, whatever was around the crib. You draw the athletes' joints, and it was like, yo, okay, cool, I'll draw this. Then I started trying to get into the self-portrait game, which was crazy because I was delusional. I was making myself look crazy. So I got away from that and went back to I could just draw. Then I started making up faces, but with the same people clothes. I draw a made up face, give it a nice feature, different person, but I'd have whoever clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was, whatever the model I was doing, but I'd draw the face completely different. It was what it was. Plus I was trash at shadows. But that's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, this is what that episode is about. This is how we get down. This is what we do. Y'all know how we do, man. As always, thank y'all for listening and rocking with me. It is what it is. We don't know how next week is gonna go because I got some surgery stuff jumping off, and I got some other things jumping off, and and then the week after that, don't know how that's gonna go. But we gonna still keep it popping. So if y'all don't hear from me, or we'll just record some stuff before all of that and post it, schedule it. You know what I'm saying? Keep y'all rocking with me, man. Thank y'all for rolling and everything like that. This is what we do. This is how we get down. I think I said that 3 times already. Y'all already know how we do, man. Y'all know how I go. I just give it to you, man. Sometimes I just start thinking about life and bringing y'all into my fold of what I used to go through with my little nostalgia moments. And sometimes I really think, I hope that y'all be like, yo, I remember them days. There was some good days, because a few days ago, it was one of those things where I don't know how it happened, but just sitting around, I realized my kid's 17. He still gets play dates. You know what I'm saying? He still gets play dates, where the parents communicate amongst each other to go, yo, there's this thing happening. Y'all want to maybe we should let the kids get together and get down. Not only that, but the parents are there. Yo, there's this thing going on, and they're in the background letting the kids be themselves, and they're in the background. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is true. This is the thing that I think, especially growing up how I grew up, yo, somebody knock on the door that my mom ain't never seen before. She's like, yo, who's this dude? I ain't never seen you with him. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. And then she's automatically yeah. Alright. I better not be out here wilding. I don't know these dudes. Who are these dudes? This eliminates all that. Because it ain't who is these dudes? These are the parents of this kid that you met in school that you're cool with. And they're like, yo, I don't know him. Who are his parents? Hey, let me talk to the parents. Hey, yeah, they want to go do X, Y, Z. Yeah, I could drop my kid off there. Okay, cool. And then the parents start chopping it up. Whether they disagree or agree with politics, life in general, they're there for the kids and play dates in your teens. It's wild. I ain't never had no play dates, ever. It was the hardcore way. You go outside. You know what I'm saying? You could be playing by yourself for about a few months before somebody slide through and be like, yo, I see you over here doing all this stuff by yourself, son. Who are you? You got all these toys, B. What's up, man? Because that's how it used to be, right? Your kid had toys. Yo, I can't believe you got the new Transformers. I got some of these joints. Yo. And then y'all sound like commercials. Y'all be out here really commercials joints. Y'all be making stupid noises like a commercial. Do. No, you can't be there. Da. Goofy. We was goofy back then. Or you got down because the chicks liked you, and then some dudes would slide through. Some dudes was haters. Other dudes was like, yo, B, my sister like you. Then some other dudes was like, yo, B, so-and-so like you, but that's my girlfriend. And you're like, alright. You're like, alright, what are you telling me for? Then you know what I'm saying? She comes through like, yo, so-and-so say y'all go together. Remember them days? Y'all go together. He ain't my boyfriend. I don't even like him. His breath stink. And then, you know, it's like, oh, okay. Then you got to watch out for son, because son going to come through with you. And this is, again, we're kids, so there was no taint in the water about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? What was the worst thing they was going to say? She smell like pee? That was it. She can't read? That was it. They was like, you know what I'm saying? When you young, there's no real, her hair nappy. That's it. That's as far, like, her shoes dirty, her socks. Look, when we had to take off our shoes to do gym and to play on the mats and do flips and stuff, her socks had holes in it. That's all we had. We had nothing else. We like all this cyberbullying and stuff and knowing about your family's financials. We ain't know nothing about that. Well, no, like nobody was doing all that. Nobody was like, yo, ooh, your mama got an OnlyFans page. Nobody knew about that kind of stuff. You knew, and over stupid stuff. Like, oh snap, you got the same shoes as me. You a copycat. Like, dude, they was on sale. Look around. Walk through the whole school. Like 30 people got these same shoes on. Y'all copied my style. Nah, we caught them joints on sale. You bought them joints at the high. You bought them when they was $1.50. That was your loss. Your peoples played it. They were trying to be all cool. We caught them joints for about a good 60. Yo, we were good. We're good over here. Like, we're alright. You know what I'm saying? We bought them like for $70-something or something. We straight. Y'all peoples was out here wilding. Like, yeah, my kid got the $1.50 joints on. Ha 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 ha. That was when they came out during All-Star season. May, them joints went down. We copped them. Everybody copped them. Ain't nobody stealing your style. My mama's smart. Keep it pushing. Anyway, but that was how it was. We would engage that way. You would just, or you slide through on a basketball court, or you go outside where they're playing football and be like, yo, little man, you want to play football? Boom. That was how you know what I'm saying, and everybody break off and hey yo, little man, you coming with us? We about to go over here to the store and get some something to eat on, some little snack joints or whatever. You roll it up and you roll. That was it. That was, and then you know what I'm saying, you hey yeah, so and so let in, go knock on the door and see if we can come out. Blah blah blah. Hey yo, that was how our parents didn't. There was no joint like that. You went to school if you was, you know what I'm saying, you saw them around the way. Let's keep it a buck. Every grade you went to, you ended up making a new friend because that was the guy who was in your class last year, unless y'all had real beef. You know what I'm saying? That was the familiar face, so you were like, oh God, I know you. What's good? Boom, y'all become cool. Then you end up being cool with the other classmates, and it's like, yo, that's my mans and them. Boom, yo, that's my mans and them. Boom. That's what it was. You know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like sometimes a piece of me still feels weird, like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't break out, and a lot of them don't break out that bubble. It's like, this is their clique. Like, there's no outside people. It's like, yo, B, you need outside people. You need to broaden your horizons. Get some more friends. Do something. Find people, kick it, learn. You know, he had a job, but most of the people were older than him, so it was like he stayed to himself, like, yo, I don't know what y'all doing, I'm good. Y'all grown men and women. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, 16, got my gang. I'm 17, 16, got my gang. And I'm just trying to, you know, they like 18. They looking at him like, little man ain't gonna do that for me, little man. 2 years older, but he the little man. Like, and when you get older and you get in the real world, that's not a thing. Little man ain't the dude who's like a year or two younger than you. Little man, man. I'm like the same age as you, dog. It's only 2 years. You better little man that somewhere else. That's little man becomes the guy who's like a good 10 to 15. You know what I'm saying? Like when you 30 something, little man is the little 21-year-old. Little man, go do that. Yo, little man got it. Yo, youngin got it. Yo, go ahead and handle that, youngin. You can't be 25 and call a 21-year-old youngin. Yeah, young got it. Nah, young ain't got it. We're both young. You get it. You keep it pushing. That's real talk. But that's just how life goes, man. I'm still baffled sometimes when I see the thing, and gotta hear all the community talk about it, like, yo, so it's gonna be this day, and y'all ready around this time, and boom, boom, boom. And as much as I don't want y'all to think that I'm joking on this stuff. I'm not poo-pooing on it. That is not my intent, because at the same time, it is a great thing because these people are active in their child's life. I am active in my kids. Like, even now, when he was going, like, yo, I'm going to the courts, about to go to the court and ball out a little bit. Like, all right, cool. He'll show them, because he's a videographer type dude. Everything's on video with this dude. He just posted it. It's on his phone. It's on his computer. It's somewhere. There's video. He does little commentaries and joints. Like, he's the Goldberg kid from the Goldbergs almost, right? He got all that thing. He's always documented stuff. So we'll see a new face like, well, who is this dude? That's me now. I'm the who is this dude. I'm the who is this dude. I used to be that dude that they go, who is this dude to? Now I'm who is this dude to him. Like, yo, well, who is this dude? I know them guys. Them guys play baseball with you. And this is the guy who was at the bowling alley with the mom. This guy, that was the guy who used to play baseball, but then he didn't play baseball anymore because something happened with his family and money got short and he couldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? And we weren't pooling money together for him because he wasn't that good anyway. Who is this kid? Right here. Him with the ball. Oh, that's so-and-so. Alright. Yeah, he was already there. You know, he's always there when we did. Okay, alright. Alright. That's all I needed to know. Alright, cool. Fast forward 2 or 3 months later, you go to one of those play dates, and there that kid is. Guess who's with him? His father. Hey, and everybody introduces themselves. Hey, I'm so and so. I'm so and so's parent. Hey, I'm such and such. I'm so and so's parent. Mind-boggling, right? Mind-boggling. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not poo-pooing on it. I'm just saying. That is a different thing. Like, we didn't grow up like that. I remember my mom used to be like, and she tried it for about a few months, come in and tell me where you're going, so in case something happens, I know where you're supposed to be. In case somebody says, hey, he did this, he told me he was going to be here. So, unless he didn't go there, you're lying. You're just assuming he did that. Something happens, I know that, oh, well, he was supposed to be over there. I couldn't tell my mama all that. I was a kid. Even as a grown man, I was one of those people who would let the wind blow me. I'd walk out, I plan on going to do this, and then I'd end up doing something totally different. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a kid, 3rd grade, there was only 3 things I knew I was about to do. We were going to play football around the way. We were going to go slide up the Food Lion and get some candy. We were going to then go to St. Michael Woods and eat the candy. That was it. Anything else after that was just extra stuff. Like, hey, man, check it out. Young over here, he know how to flip off the green tanks. Yeah, he ain't just flipping off like regular flips no more. He flipping off green tanks. Let's go check up. Yo, dog, do that flip you was doing earlier off the green tank. And he flip. Boom. You know how many times, like, the coolness of watching dudes flip. Like, a few years ago, at the apartment complex we lived in, rolled up, and there was a kid doing flips off of the picnic bench, the bench joint, the eating bench, the joint. You know, it's like a park, the bench. And everybody's looking at me like, yo, so you coming in? I'm like, nah, I'm watching this. You look like a perv. Like, yeah, that's because y'all ain't grow up like I grew up. This is taking me back. This is watching a kid outside be a kid. This is beautiful to me. I'm sorry. Y'all can go in. I got to watch this for a couple more minutes. This is wow. Wild part is, a lady comes out. She was like, I've been watching him for about an hour. He just started getting that flip. Is that your kid? I'm like, nah. She was like, all these other kids, they're out here being destructive. They're doing this, they're doing that. They're calling each other all kind of names. And they sounding like grown men and women. Eat my this, suck my that. You ain't this, you ain't that. Yeah, if I had a gun, I'd shoot you. This kid comes out. He plays the football with them. And then when they start wilding out, he just drifts off. He hangs out. He does a couple of little tumbles here and there. Then he tries this stuff on this bench. I've been watching him for about an hour there. It's gotten it a couple of times, and there's a couple of times I'm like, ooh, should I go out and tell him don't do that because he's going to kill himself? Or just let him be a kid? Grown people talking about a child being a child, because that's the energy that we remember. I don't know, man. I'm talking a little too much right now. I'm out here reminiscing. Hopefully, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're old enough to know what I'm talking about. That was the good old days, man. Kids don't even do stuff like that now because they'll get sick. Kids get sick just walking outside too many times. Like, hey, go trick-or-treat. They come back after trick-or-treat. I can't let my kid go out trick-or-treat next year because who knows what's in the air. Look at him. He's just like, that's because he stayed in the house all the time. He stayed out too long. He was outside too. He was exposed to the elements too long. He's sick now. Your kid is garbage. Forget you. You know what I'm saying? We used to grow up. We were at least a good couple of degrees away from bad parent type joints, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was the kid, like, your mom wanted you, hey, go outside and play. It's nice outside. Go outside and play. But when it was raining and storm, hey, why are you outside in the rain? You trying to catch a cold or something? Get in the house. But then you be like, yo, JoJo outside. And your mom would just be like, well, that's JoJo. And then still would keep an eye on, like, that fool's still outside, ain't he? So where does JoJo live? He live over there. Oh yeah, I feel bad for JoJo, but he ain't coming in this house. Yeah, JoJo got them parents. Them parents is doing something in there that they shouldn't be doing, so JoJo gotta hang outside in the rain, thunder and lightning, just hang and playing, because JoJo retarded at that point. Like, he's dumbfounded. He's not getting proper parental advisory, so he's just running around dumbfounded throughout the whole neighborhood, knocking on the doors in the storm. Hey, man, you gonna come outside? He's soaking wet. Nah. Then you up and like, hey, can he come inside? No. I don't want JoJo parents thinking we cool like that. No. Tell JoJo hang out under one of these things and stay dry. He can stand there and stay dry because the rain ain't coming down right there. Let him dry. Get him a towel or something. Throw him a towel. He ain't coming up in here. JoJo don't look like his hygiene straight anyway. Tell JoJo stay outside. Then you got JoJo outside like one of them dogs, one of them commercials where you gotta donate money. Your dog needs love too. How do they make the dog with no eye cry? You ever see the dogs with the no eye, but then there's like a trickle of tear? Like, where did your tear ducts leak from? Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Watching my man flip that day was the dopest thing to me because it took me back to when we used to flip. I was never a flipper. I couldn't flip, y'all. My flip game was retarded. Let me take that back. I had the front, tuck, front, mid. Front. What was the joint when like you start out? Hold on. Front. No. Let me take that back. I had the cartwheel, front. Hold on. Cartwheel, front, twisty joint. It wasn't like a backflip. It was like a weird twisty joint that they do there. They do that in the Olympics where you go back but you twist in the air and you come out frontwards instead of like you come out the other direction. Like you started out backwards, but you twisted in the air. So instead of landing facing the way you went, when you went backwards, your back is to that direction. I don't know what you call that, but we used to do that, and we did that out of fear because we was like, I don't think I got this backflip thing on lock. Twist, I landed on my feet. Come to find out, that's an actual flip there. That's a flip there. The oh snap, I think I'm gonna break my neck. Twist, that's a flip. The Olympics call that as long as you land on your feet straight, that's a flip. Then, you know what I'm saying, I had nothing else. I had the then I had to run, spring forward, no hand forward. Boom, I was official. We had dudes, we had like two little dudes to me, because at this time I was like in 5th or 6th grade. And they was like in 3rd grade. Like, dude, I think it was like in 5th grade. 5th grade. I think I was in 5th grade and dude was in 3rd grade. He'd go running, plow, springboard, no, like, little dude just springboard, boom, boom, backflip, boom. Yo, what? Yo, how you? Then he do the no hands joint, boom. But and the way he do it, he'd be going, and every time he got ready to do the no hand thing, it was right there where the sidewalk would start up again, and you're like, oh, he about to bust his head. Boom, and he went. And it's like, yo, my man is official. Real kid stuff. That's what we did. We did kid stuff. There was a time where all of us, we was in like 3rd grade. I think the highest grade dude around us was in 4th grade. The lowest grade dude around us was in 2nd grade. We all went to what we called the dirt hill with our bikes. And we saw the older dudes going down on the dirt hill with their bikes. Older dudes being like 5th grade, 6th grade. That was remarkable to us. When you're in 3rd grade, a 6th grader is like a grown man to you. You're like, I can't wait to get to middle school. Then you get to middle school, you're like, yo, this ain't nothing changed. It's just more teachers you have to deal with. I wish I never went to middle school. I'm lying. But I'm saying, they were older, they were like old men to you. They going down a joint, and we're just like, yo, we gonna do that too. How y'all get on the other side of the hill? Beautiful camaraderie. Yo, y'all going the wrong way. Either you go on this side over here, you go around the left, you go around the fence, and it's easy to walk up with your bike, or you go around the right, go all the way around the right, and then there's a easier way to get up on the hill from the back end. Take the smaller hill and you get up on the back end. Gangster. Thank you. No thank yous, by the way. Nobody said thank you. It was like, alright, cool. And we would do it. And what would the older dudes tell us? Don't pull on your brakes too fast. You can flip off the bike. Advice. You know what I'm saying? High school kids would just sit there and go, hey, y'all about to kill yourself. And then they smoke their weed and watch us just go down the joint. And that's to the 5th graders. Okay, little man, you ain't kill yourself. I feel you. They weren't there the day we did it. It was me, Kelly, one of the mixed kids. That's how you used to do it when you was young. You was like, yo, Kelly's sister was white. Kelly was light skinned. His brother, I forgot what his brother's name. It was Kelly and somebody. But both of them dudes had the good hair. They was light skinned, but their sister was straight white. Don't know, never saw their parents, so who knows how that went. I don't even know if that was a stepsister or what, but she was completely white. Kelly and his brother was mixed. It was me, Kelly, Kashawn, who, like LaSalle, the guy we're about to talk about, LaSalle and Kashawn were the only dudes in our immediate area. Oh, and Leroy, who had a stuttering problem. Leroy Brown had a stuttering problem. Old Peter head dude. Leroy, LaSalle, and Kashawn were the only dudes in our immediate area. When I say my immediate area, these apartment complexes went by dumpsters. Like, there was the first dumpster, but in the first dumpster, there was a row of apartments. And then there was a second dumpster where there were a row of apartments, but then there was a back end of apartments that made like a U. Then there was our thing with the third dumpster, which was another U. Then there was the fourth dumpster, which was just straight apartments. There was no U. There were no back apartments to make it a U. It was just like a straightaway. Fifth, sixth, it was like 7 dumpsters. So they who am I talking about here? Oh snap, I don't even know who I'm talking about no more. LaSalle stayed on the second dumpsters. Like second dumpsters, but the way he would come out and hang out, he was on our dumpster area, like the third area, the way he would come out. But the way his apartment was facing the second dumpster. He would kick it with us that way. And that was the thing too, like my sister couldn't go past the fourth dumpster. I was like, don't you go past the fourth dumpster either. I was way in the back, yo. I was all over the place. That's where the dirt hill was at. The dirt hill was at the very back. You know what I'm saying? Close to the woods. You know what I'm saying? We talking back in them days. We used to think that was the woods. Them the woods, y'all. You used to go through the trails and end up in a whole other part of town. And you was like, you felt like you was exploring stuff. You were like, oh my God, I'm Christopher Columbus. I'm going to come. Like you wanted to plant flags down and go, this is my land. And they're like, get your little butt out the way, boy. What's wrong with you? This is 7-Eleven. Huh? I think I own this now. I just discovered a new place. Too early, probably. Don't care. Anyway, LaSalle, Kashawn, and Leroy were the only people in our immediate area that had dads that lived with them, that were interacting with their life, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. Like, my pops would pop up every once in a while. A couple of other people pops never showed up. Some people pop didn't even acknowledge that they were alive. Like, you didn't even see their daddy. You was just like, dude. And mama would tell them like they was Jesus too. Hey, mama, like, how did you get pregnant? I don't know. It just happened one day. Half truth. That's a complete truth. Like, you know, but we ain't gonna acknowledge that a man had something to do with this. But anyway, that ain't the point. All of us, it was Keyshawn, LaSalle, myself, Kelly. It was another another duo of brothers. I can't even think of these dudes' names. They had a German Shepherd that would always run out of their hands when they try to walk them. As soon as something happened, I can't, y'all help me get my dog, man. Forget that dog. Your dog is running around here just barking at random people. I don't want to get bit, but if I get bit, hopefully my mama can get paid. I just don't want it to hurt. Forget you and your dog. But he was with us, and it was LaSalle's homeboy Richard, who was around like in the same grade with me. Richard was a dark skin. Richard looked like, if you ever seen New York NYPD Blue Lieutenant Fancy, Richard looked like a baby Lieutenant Fancy. Real black, looked just like that dude, minus the mustache. And there was times when he came out on the episode without the mustache, so looked just like that dude, just black for no reason. Just like, oh my God, dog, what is you? You know what I'm saying? There's times he just stand up in front of the sun and you be like, Eclipse, black dude. Anyway, he with us, he was just purple, just, and then would be shiny. It was like, yo, dude, why you got all that baby oil on? So then he run down a hill and all the dust and the dirt just stayed on him, so he looks dirtier than everybody. That's a whole nother thing. We all go up to the joint, like, yo, who gonna do it first? LaSalle goes up. Again, we're kids. Please understand that we're children. We have no concept of pain. We have no concept of reality. He goes down and he does this thing that the 5th grader said not to do. He pulls on the brakes. He flips over. He's not even halfway down. He flips over. Because what happened was he didn't go down the right way. There was already a trail of where you're supposed to go. He wants to be gangster and go down this way. There's a bump in the road. He's trying to avoid the bump. He pulls on the brake. The bike brakes. Hits the bump. He goes flying. The bike is tumbling. He's tumbling. Boom, 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 boom. He's laid out on the ground like one of those cartoon characters, like Tom and Jerry or somebody, when the bomb goes off and they just laid out. He looks like a murder victim from Law and Order. You know how they just laid out in the bed when they dum dum. And what's the old guy who passed away from the original joints, and he always had the wisecrack. I guess they never saw that coming. And then it's do 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 do. This is do 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 do. The joke, right? Anyway, so he's just laid out with 3rd graders. I'm a 3rd grader. LaSalle, I think, is in 2nd grade. Richard's in the 3rd grade. Kelly's in the 4th grade. Nobody has, again, no concept of anything. He's laying there making noises. Making the craziest noises. As he was coming down, it was like, oh God, oh, blue, hits the ground. Oh God, get the bike off me. Bike ain't even on him. Get the bike off me. Bike's beside him. Get the bike off me. Oh my God, get the bike. Somebody get the bike off me. Everybody's like, what? Richard goes over and pushes the bike. He gets up. LaSalle gets up. And he's walking. LaSalle is walking. He's like, can somebody get my bike? And he's walking. And we're like, yo, you okay? I'm paralyzed. I think I broke my leg. My leg is broke. But he's walking. I'm paralyzed. 2 dudes run into the house and get their parents. The younger dudes who were, I think LaSalle, 2nd grade too. LaSalle's in the 2nd grade. These 2 dudes in the 2nd grade. Keyshawn. And the other guy, no, he wasn't in the 2nd grade. He was in the 3rd grade. These dudes run way up further because we're in the back of the apartment complex. Like 8 dumpsters. So we're at 8. They're at 3. They got to run 5 dumpsters out. They get to there. The parents are in the cars. Hurt. What's wrong with you? I'm paralyzed. I broke my leg. He ain't do nothing but sprain an ankle. He hurt a little bit. He ain't got no blood, but he's dirty. And they're like, oh my God. And they get him in the car. Somebody said he died. This is how wild, again, kids. They said because when his dad put him in the car, he shook a little bit and then he just passed out in the back seat. He was like, in the back seat. He died, yo. He died. LaSalle died. See LaSalle the next day walking around, just limping though. Oh man, did they bring you back to life? What happened? They take you to the hospital? My dad said I wasn't paralyzed or I wasn't broken. I just kind of like twisted my ankle. I'm gonna be okay. Oh man, we thought you died. I thought I died too. I think I did die. 3rd grade kids. Nobody has any idea what we're talking about. Just watching this dude, and we just was tripping. Like, yo, got older. And when you think about them days and you see that person, you be like, yo, remember that day you sound crazy falling down that hill? You don't want to talk about that because he with his girlfriend there. What you talking about? That day you fell down the hill with the bike. Oh my God, oh my God, I'm hurting myself. I think I'm gonna die. You probably peed on yourself a little bit. I definitely ain't peed on myself. I knew you do. You won't even try to act like you ain't know because you got your girlfriend here, man. Out of here, B. You tripping. Yeah, you was crying though. I was crying. You was crying. Then somebody else who was around like, yo, I remember that day. You was crying. I paralyzed. I think I broke my leg. You was tripping. Dude, we was kids. You was tripping. Life, B. That's what I'm saying. My kid will never know what that is. To just be doing some stupid stuff and just be stupid. Like, do stupid stuff and be stupid. And I don't know if I'm, like, okay with that or if I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. I'm just, We used to play around a beehive in the morning. You go in this guy's yard at our bus stop, and he had this big tree, springtime, and you could see the beehive. It was the coolest thing in the world to see an actual beehive and see bees. Early in the morning, kids, and there was a game to us. Can we outrun the bees? Dude named Clifton. By this time, I'm in 5th grade. Clifton is in 2nd grade. Clifton's a little dude, little big head dude. Tried to rob me as we got older. One time I came back in town, and he ain't know that I knew him. I'm like, yo, man, I look like Clifton. I'm up here getting ready to embrace this brother. Like, oh, little Clifton, I see you, dog. You out here? All right. He ain't know me. So I'm fooled to this dude. Oh, man, I had to teach him a lesson. That's a whole nother story, though, for another time. What I'm getting back to is these bees. Anyway, we're running. Clifton's like a 1st grader, 2nd grader or something. He ain't faster than us at all. And no joint. We zooming out. Brow. He wants to get gangster and get extra close. Because we weren't even doing anything. It was more or less like, how close could you get to the hive before they start running at you, getting defensive. So it was always like you got to a certain point and then they kind of towards you and you ran. Nobody really got stung. This fool picks up a rock, goes close as he can to it. We're like where we usually are. We're at the area, the safe. We consider the safe area. We boom, and then they running. By the time we got out the little yard, they would never go past the yard. So he goes in, hits it with 2 rocks. Everybody zoomed past this dude. Anyway, we're already, and he's, all of a sudden you hear him, face is lumped up. It ain't that he's allergic. It's just they really went at him. They done stung him in the tongue. They done stung him on the eyelids and the head and blah blah. The bees had came out so far that the parents who were there watching going, y'all need to stop doing that stupid stuff. A couple of them got stung. Other kids who had nothing to do with it, how we talk. If you're not from the inner city, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. If you're not from around the way, you have no idea what I'm talking about. If you're not in an area where females would congregate amongst each other and do those female-y things like the jump rope, like there would be a chick who bring her own jump rope out and they do the double dutches and the Miss Mary Mac joint. Miss Mary Mac, all that stupid stuff. And kind of a party, that's stupid stuff, just stupid stuff. They gotta run down because they're getting stung. I caught one. It was like a bee got caught up in my shirt. I felt the sting and I ain't know nothing about it. I on the bus and somebody like, yo, you got a bee in your shirt. I'm like, what? I took the stinger out. I was like, well, I found out I'm not allergic to bee stings. Anyway, everybody caught it because people were mad. 5th graders were looking to fight this kid. And I ain't talking about like the dudes. It was the girls. Girls were looking to fight this dude. I'm going to beat you up when we get off the bus, man. I got stung. Oh, man. And this is back when everybody had real hair. So, like, she's got a party to show you where it's stung at. You know what I'm saying? Like, the little girls having fake hair, that's some new stuff. Like, that's like 20 years old. Back in the day, you just had real hair. If you didn't have real hair, you just did a little, I don't call it a ponytail. I call it the bunny tail, bunny bush. People would just push your joint back and give you a bunny bush or just comb it into a mushroom. That was it. All this old extra stuff was not a thing. You know what I'm saying? That was not a thing. You kept it pushing. Like if somebody would call you bald head in an argument, yeah, but then you get braids or plaits or do something with your hair to have your help your hair grow, grease your scalp and all that old other stuff. We hood right there. We around the way. Stuff that they don't even do anymore. Like, when was the last time you see somebody, grandmama or mama, sit their daughter down, son down, and be like, yeah, I gotta grease your scalp, get the comb and just part, comb, part, you know what I'm saying? Braids joint up a little bit, boom, boom, boom. Okay, then go about your business. Your head feel good. Your head feel good. I'm telling you, I can't even explain the feeling of having someone part your joint, grease your scalp, comb your stuff out, and just have it feel. And you go outside, and the air just feels different to your scalp. It's why you have hair, not bald head dudes. I'm talking about, and it's just oh my, yo. I'm talking too much. This ain't about me. This is about Frida Kahlo. My bad, y'all. This episode, I was about to reminisce with y'all. I was yo. This is about to be a bonus episode to be like, yo, forget Frida. Let's get into Frida Kahlo. I remember an OG told me, and I'm gonna get back into the show. I remember an OG told me I was about 16, and he said, life is experiences and memories. It's the journey. Your life is the journey. If you run across somebody who can't give you stories of growing up or stories of their life, they're not living. If they can't go, hey, I remember the time, and it doesn't have to be crazy stuff. It doesn't have to be this like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying, like the thug dudes I know when they're like, yo, remember that time we blah blah blah. It ain't gotta be that. Just what this was. Yo, I remember we went to the dirt hill. Boom. Innocence. When you have people who can't give you just a cool, hey, it was just one of those moments, beautiful moments. You lose out. I've been around grown people who never watched cartoons, and you're like, oh, that's cool, that's weird. Who've never played hide and seek, who never played freeze tag, who never played hide and go get it, who never had a childhood. They didn't engage. They didn't go, yo, in the game of Duck Duck Goose, I wanted to really test my speed, so I tapped so and so in the head and see if I could. Because the bigger the circle, the better the run. Duck Duck Goose. Let's keep it a buck. Don't know about that. Oh, we ain't played that at our school. We didn't do that around the way. You know what I'm saying? Mother May I, Simon Says, all of that. We ain't engaging in that. What? Then your life sucked. Your childhood sucked. Sorry. childhood sucked? Did y'all like do like pick up sticks that were shaped like guns and play, you know what I'm saying, cowboys and Indians and cops and robbers and stuff like that, shoot 'em ups? Nah, we ain't do none of that. Y'all ain't like take Hot Wheel cars and race them, or somebody had the track and you bring your own little car and y'all do the joints. We ain't do none of that. What's y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? Females, y'all ain't like take your dolls and give them names and have them meet other dolls and y'all trade out dresses and put them in cool hairstyles and stuff like that. What you talking about? I ain't do none of that. What did you do then? And what did you do? I used to get in fights all the time. What? Yeah, I used to just read all the time. All the time? You ain't had no fun? What's fun? I can't be around you then. You ain't understanding. That's what it is. That's, you know what I'm saying? Adventures, life, trips to the mall, chopping it up with your homies, talking to girls or talking to dudes or whatever your thing is. That, you didn't engage in any of that? No. What? You tripping. Going to the movies and having like with your, you know what I'm saying, with your friends and seeing stuff, or going with your parents. Just engage. Vacations, trips. No. Your life sucked. I'm sorry. Life sucked. If you have no stories, your life sucks. Life is a journey. Again, my bad. I'm going too far. I'm getting too real right now. Frida Kahlo. That's what we talking about. The beautiful woman. And when I say beautiful, I've seen real pictures of her. I know she definitely did not look like Selma Hayek like that, but beautiful still, because the stuff that she did was crazy. The paint that the artisticness of her, brilliant, beautiful. That, like, her work makes her beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You ever see somebody who's not really, and I don't want to sound disrespectful, but so I'm gonna throw her out the way. You ever see unattractive people just be beautiful people, and you just start looking at them and you're in the right light, you are so sexy. Just in the right light though, because, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't turn the lights off. Keep the lights on and stand this way. Stand this way so I can see your aura radiate. Please just stand. No, shush. Don't be this. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody will be saying some cool stuff and you're just like, yo, wow. And you look at them different. Yeah, okay, look at you. Chicks do that all the time. Chicks will do that all the time. There's brothers who look like Shabba Ranks and Biggie. But they say the right thing. They be like, okay, yeah, all right, okay. Keep that hat on. Word. Face mask suit. Yeah. COVID. Keep that on. I likes that. Okay. Yeah. Don't talk too much either, because your enunciations ain't right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Fat dudes. Super fat dudes. We're talking about obesely fat. Just. You know what I'm saying? They got the poof thing hanging on. And you're like, yo, these dudes ain't seen nothing down there for years. They ain't. But they'll spit their bars or they're good people, and chicks will be like, I like hanging out with him. He makes me feel safe. Now bringing Frida Kahlo back in. Frida Kahlo paintings bring out a certain aura of her. So when I see pictures, I'm just like, yo. Anyway, let's get back to what we do. This is what we're doing. Thank y'all for rocking with me. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. I've talked too much. We might edit a lot of this out, so you might not hear all of this. Probably, maybe not. A lot of times we just keep it all. And I had a homie hit me up. Like, yo, I checked your podcast out the other day. A whole hour, son. I'm like, dude. And then he was telling, and his wife, he was like, yo, I heard one of those stories before. I'm like, because it's real. What? I'm just saying, like, yo, okay, you heard it before. These people ain't never heard this before. They don't hang out with me. I got you, dog. That was dope, though. I like that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that you do history. Alright. Like when we would talk about stuff, I'd be like, yo, you know such and such and such and such and such. And I'm the dude. I'm that dude. Hey, yo, you know such and such and such and such. And you know, back in the day, I'm that guy. but you gonna act like now you don't know. I got people who hit me up who know me and be like, yo, I knew you do something in history, B, because this history game is you. I got a homie, I told her, I was like, yo, I got a joint. She was like, I knew something. At some point, you would be that way. You know what I'm saying? I got homies that'll just be like, yo, because they was like, I guess they caught up with it during the Native American thing. And it was like, yo, so you don't do no black history? You just do it Native Americans? Because your grandpeople was Indian? I'm like, it's Native American, but I got black. The rest of it is black history. Most of it is black history. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Well, I just started listening. All right, B. So thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank them for rocking with me and hitting me up when they feel like they need to address stuff. And if they hear this episode, they're going to be like, yo, dude, I ain't say your name. But I know it was about me. You know it was about you. Stop being so sensitive. Yeah, now I'm really gonna get it if you hear this. Stop being you calling me sensitive, son. And salute to all my people who don't do that stupid Facebook stuff where you be out here throwing some subliminals out on Facebook. That is the stupidest stuff. You know who, and the people who know, they know. Like, it's Facebook. First of all, if you can't message that person, call that person, engage with that person one-on-one, don't put it out in the air for public consumption. Come on, yo. Anyway, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys, thank y'all for rocking with me. Frida Kahlo. Y'all probably gonna hear some other stuff on this too, because this is what we, like I said, this is a segment of the actual show. That's what we do, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me all over the globe. It's dope. Thank y'all. I'm still trying to get more outlets. I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation. We're still trying to get more outlets. Thank y'all. Let's get into this. Yes. You know how we do. We keep it right there. They don't really care. Yeah, everybody hit a snare. Then they got that head pop. The head stop. Head rock. The head I'm playing. Anyway, live at the Oasis. Legal Crime Radio. You know how we do, man. I had to throw that out there. That's how we got to feel right now in these times of all this trying to get caught up in the propaganda of war. Be like, why can't we be friends, man? Why can't we be friends? And I know what side's going to be like, because y'all took our land and then tried to go here to a whole nother group of people. We ain't asked them to come through. We don't even know y'all. And the other people's like, yo, I'm sorry, man. Hey, but you do know this is holy land. We're holy people. Can we please come through? Probably. If y'all just keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, this is why, look. Y'all know the Wonder Woman actress, she's Israeli. Y'all lucky this is just acting, because she come through and y'all saw the first Wonder Woman. She was out here smashing tanks up and then throwing people through windows and all that. It'd be real if it, And plus, I heard, never mind. That's a whole nother thing. Anyway, this is that time of the night. And, you know how we do, man. We keep it buck. So let's get into it like this. Take it from the top. We gonna take it from the top like this moment in Hispanic history. And you don't stop. Your girl be like, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, she shake it, flat booty bras be shaking nothing. The flat booty bras don't be shaking nothing. All you doing is moving your back. Yo, it is so weird when you see chicks with no booty. That just be like, ugh. I don't even, hold on. What is worse? A chick with no booty or them chicks? And don't act like I'm the only one that see these. The tiny hiney broads. They, especially the ones with everybody be out here wearing the tights, and they got the tights, and there's no booty, but there's like these two little cloops. There's like butt cheeks. It's just like bloop bloop. And you're like, ugh. Cause then they be moving and they be, ugh. You know, or they booty be smushed in the tights and it's got that triangle look to it. Like y'all ain't got no butt cheek. Your whole butt cheek is deflated like a basketball. like butt look like when you put your head up off the pillow because you slept all night. Booty just ain't got nothing in it. Like, yo, y'all need to like get an air pump and pump your butt cheeks up. Anyway, what we here to talk about? We ain't here to talk about booty. That's a whole nother lane. That's a whole nother time frame. That's for the OnlyFans page. Where I just sit there and just talk about random booty like Kim Kardashian, but I'm just playing. It ain't real. Anyway, this I had to switch it up because I like salute before I even get started and tell y'all how I had to switch it up. I played Lowrider for a reason. Salute to Bad Boy G and Lisa. Wow, it's been a while. Like a few weeks ago, I don't know how long ago. I probably could pull up the date. But a few weeks ago, one night, they was talking to, and salute to Lisa who shouted, like, threw the name out there to me, Martin Torres, who had the joint, who had a documentary, The Great American Lowrider Tradition. I heard him talking about it, and I was like, yo. Found out that it's not even like streaming or nothing. You gotta like actually, they actually doing a dope salute to them because they're doing a tour and they letting it be shown in the theaters. You know, you buy your ticket, you get down. They probably got a Q&A thing going on and all that. And but yo, it's just the dopeness. And I started like looking into it, and I'm like, yo, this is dope. I want to talk about it. And I was like, yo, the way that Hispanic Heritage Month thing is so in the middle of 2 months is just weird, from the 15th of one month to the 15th of another month. So I kind of lost track for a minute. And I'm like, yo, this will be the time to do it. This is like the last chance I get to do it. And like I'm still looking into it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to really listen to people who've been through this, who lived that life. That's what I figured. That's why I wanted to watch the documentary, to really get that authenticness. Because reading about it and people who actually tell that story is totally different. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of them things. Like even when I look at that's the cool thing about history. When you see it and then you hear somebody who lived it or who experienced it and been through it, it's just a beautiful thing. So I'm like, yo, I gotta fall back on that. We're not gonna do that. But what we are gonna do, because I can't believe that I missed out on this. I swear I thought I did something on her, but I guess I didn't. So, you know what I'm saying? As an alternative for the peoples out there, for y'alls out there, we're gonna do Frida Kahlo. Hey, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that. I've probably been mispronouncing that my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Who, by the way, I got introduced to her 3rd grade, and I didn't know the Mexican significance or nothing. I just remember like, yo, this chick was painting pictures, doing self-portraits, and they was just dope self-portraits. And she had the connected eyes, she had the unibrow style going on. She was like, and she got the unibrow. Yo, this chick with the unibrow and painting the self-portraits, 3rd grade. Again, this is why you need people who are cultured and who want to teach and love teaching. The stuff that I learned as a kid, like dudes are like having to go to high school and colleges to get the stuff that some of us didn't take. We took it for granted or just dismissed it. Me, I just held on to stuff. I'm like, yo, I love this. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, remember back in school, I don't know if it's happened at y'all school either. It was like it was a Muppet. It was a puppet Muppet. I don't know. It was like a dolphin. It was some weird dolphin. He'd teach you how to do, I don't remember. Shamu, the dolphin. I don't know. I just remember like every other Tuesday somebody would come through with the dolphin Muppet, and then they'd show a cartoon with the dolphin. 2nd grade was wild. 2nd grade, I think 12 o'clock, we'd turn to PBS. Salute to PBS. PBS raised us. When I say us, I mean my house and a lot of my homies raised us, because there was the cursive writing joint. That was how we learned. Like, our teacher didn't even try to teach us cursive. She just like, it's that time. Get your pencils out. Get your papers. Turn the channel on. And there was a person that would teach you how to do cursive and how to connect your letters and all that. And this is how you make a capital Z. This is how you make and this is how you make a Z. Now, the capital Z is like the regular Z, but the lowercase z is a little tricky, and they go through the thing with you. You like, yo, you're trying to join all crazy. Wow, wrote letters to ourselves in 2nd grade. This ain't about me though, right? This is about Frida Kahlo. Anyway, it's just dope to like look at this life. I like. They said she was actually drawing as a child and was taught by Ferdinand Fernandez. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was actually tutoring her how to get a thing down. She was in an accident at 18. You know what I'm saying? That left her in pain, like that lasted forever. She left. She actually went to America and studied under some other painters and did that thing. And then, but it was when she got back to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's when, like, her works when she went out there to San Francisco in the 30s, it was what it was. But when she went back to Mexico City in like 34, she really started doing a thing, and she was out here rocking, and she was like, she just did things different. She rocked out, you know what I'm saying? And she really hit a gang of joints, like a lot of them self-portraits that the game was really wide open. Some say she has about 200 paintings. Some say she has about maybe 150. It really don't matter. She was official, you know what I'm saying? She was like very dope. She was part of a political affiliation. You know what I'm saying? Was with a communist, like a communist type group. But that ain't even what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the great artistic moves that she was putting down, and she just did what she did. She just kept it very, very artsy. She did a lot of things, and the recognition she was getting. She got the travels to New York. She went overseas for a minute. She just got to do a lot of things, man. Like, yo, it was just like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all ain't understanding the degrees that was on this woman. Please do your research on her. You know what I'm saying? As she was gaining that respect and all that, the health was declining because she didn't live that long. She didn't have a long life. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she was like 47. But she did so much in that time frame, man. Like, the 30s was hers. Let's keep it a buck. The 30s she ran the 30s. She was just in the 40s, you know what I'm saying? And it was dope. So, I really, man, look, and I'm saying that from the angle of a dude who, like I said, as a kid, was always like, yo, this chick. And then the movie came out. So I saw the movie. I know there's like 3 or 4 movies about her. I saw the joint with Selma Hayek. But yo, salute. This is what we do, man. This is how we get down. I will do a lot of research because I want to do that lowrider thing. Because again, culture and history, like just reading the joints up on there, it was just dope to be fascinated on that. And the way, like, when you read about it, the way they're like, oh, well, it really didn't mean anything. But then hearing my man Torres talk to Bad Boy G and Lisa, he was like, nah, that was a thing, man. It was symbolic. It meant something. So I'm like, I need to hear people who've been there, who know about it before I, you know what I'm saying, get it to y'all. But anyway, man, this is what we do. This is how we get down. Thank y'all for rocking. We got a little over 30 minutes left. We gonna just do what we do. Do how we do. You know how we do. But we do what we do. Y'all check out, Spotify wants me to say Spotify. But for real, any place to play podcasts is where I'm at with these joints. Our world, our time. And you can pull it up. You know what I'm saying? We always got joints. It's got joints and joints. You know how we do, man. A lot of talking beforehand. Then this right here is what y'all hear. Y'all get to hear it again. And boom, you know what I mean? Get at me on Twitter. Get at me on the gram. Get at me on Facebook. Y'all know where I am. All across social media. I keep repeating the same joint like every other week or so. Woo! Hey. Yeah, that was so funky, boy. I had to turn my head from my armpits with that one. I was like, that smelled like corn chips and toes right there, boy. Fat girl farts. Old man farts. Ain't nothing worth. Yo, salute to all the old dudes who still have enough energy to make it to the bathroom in public places. And then they just explode in the bathroom and act like and walk out like it ain't happened. Like, you go take a, you know what I'm saying, go to use the bathroom, you pee, and it's like the worstest. And they just get up, walk out. Some of them don't even wash their hands because they just really want to slide through real quick. Like, shoot. You be like, yo, dog. So do women go through that? Do women walk in the bathroom and hear that? Dudes, it's just... And I figure y'all probably got it worse because y'all ain't got like a urinal. At least urinal, you ain't directly around it. To be surrounded in the air. Why am I talking toiletries? Who knows? We can get back into this music. Let's do what we do. My bad, y'all. Yes. Hey, that's my time. I was about to, I was out here zoned out. My bad. We kept it smooth tonight, too. So if you was like ready to get your, you know what I'm saying, zone out and wild out and ribbity, round, you know, I gotta stop doing that. I feel real weird. Plus, I was in like a cardigan mode right here. You know what I mean? Real like doctor, like, well, not doctor. What's my man, Mr. Rogers? Real Mr. Rogery. You know what I mean? Won't you be my neighbor? You know what I'm saying? Just take off the shoes, you know what I'm saying? Take off the sweater, got the corduroy joints on, you know what I mean? Just real like, smooth. And then talk. What was the joint when they took the train and they went into the whole other land and the dude, yo, what was that joint? Ah, man, I missed all that. Yo, salute to Mr. Rogers. Rest in peace to Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was another one. Taught us how to love one another. See? The Palestinians and them had Mr. Rogers, they be out here loving one another. They be like, yo, won't you be my neighbor? And be hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully with their shoes on, because I always got the feeling my man crib smelled real weird like that. You know what I'm saying? The mailman would come through like, hey, Mr. Rogers. Out here twiggling your toes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then there was also Mr. Rogers was pedophile blueprint, because you know, everybody thought they knew Mr. Rogers. Like, oh my God, he's so nice like Mr. Rogers. Then they go home crying. And then your mama be like, I told you leave that man alone. That one. Yeah. Somebody's mad like, yo, it ain't funny, son. Molestation ain't a joke. It's not a joke. But you know, especially when your people was like, yo, leave him alone. Just especially when you know somebody was like, you see them come away with a gang of candy and some toys, but they don't look happy. Like, yo, what's wrong with you? I don't know, man. I feel real confused. Like, what happened, dog? He gave me these He-Mans and Transformers and G.I. Joes and this big old bucket of chocolate candy. But it was just, I don't know. I don't want to go over there no more. All right, cool. Can I have some of that candy? Maybe you shouldn't go over there no more either. Then you come back all sad in the face like, you ain't telling me it's going to be like that, dog. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's gonna happen to your parents. Gonna be like, I told you. They're gonna be mad at you first for disobeying them. I told you not to go over there. Oh man. And then they gotta go beat them up. You know what I'm saying? They calling the police first. They beating them up first. Then they gonna call the police. And then tell the police why they beat them up. Then the police gonna be like, anybody else want to get some free licks in before we put them in the car? Then they gonna do all kind of like driving reckless to get him to bump around in the back seat. That's because he's white. If he was black, he'd just get shot on sight. That's just, you know, they shoot everybody. Like, who's doing what? It don't matter. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all gotta go catch it. But anyway, let me get up out here, because I just took a dark turn. And that's how you know it's time to go. Nobody puts baby in the corner. So let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, and your parents tell you don't go to that man's house, please do not go. Unless you are tempted by the dark side. And them temptations can sometimes be delicious. Oh! I'm bugging. I'm bad. Don't do that. Anyway, I'll let y'all later. Peace. Be safe. I'm out.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.